Hi, my name is Niamh and I have a stammer, and today I'm here to talk about comic I did for one of the workshops I did with I Say It. I found this workshop really fun because we could make a comic about anything we wanted, but I wanted to make a comic about stuttering because it's really important to me, and I feel like it's a part of me that I've really been trying to accept lately, in the last years, especially with I Say It and ISA. So the comic is called Blocking, and even then, just trying to say it, I had a block on that word. So blocking and stammering is normally when people think of stammering or stuttering, they think of when you repeat a sound of the word at the beginning. So if I was to try and say comic, you would think of comic, but blocking is a bit different. So blocking is at the beginning or in the middle of a multi-syllable word. For me, anyway, from my experience, it's when you try to say the word, and usually at the beginning you're making the movement with your mouth to say the word, but nothing is coming out. So when I tried to say the word blocking and it happened there again, that's what that is. And it's frustrating because a lot of the time people will think you're not talking or you've just stopped talking, and it can be quite frustrating. But I decided to make a comic about that. In this comic, I used the character of a little lion, just because I tend to be quite good at drawing lions, so I thought I'll just stick with that. So in the first frame, you see the lion inhaling, taking a big breath of air in, because sometimes when you're about to stammer, you can tell, and especially when you're blocking, if you're blocking for a very long time, you actually can't really breathe. Well, you can if you try to stop talking, but after a while you're just holding your breath trying to say this word, and it takes for ages. So that's why the inhale is showed here, with a big deep breath. And then in the next frame, you see the lion getting really frustrated and shaking her head and getting angry. And actually, I added a black mark. I think it's supposed to be duct tape. This was a while ago. I think it's supposed to be duct tape around her mouth, because it feels like your mouth is just shut, or you just cannot get the words out. And so she's trying to say something but she can't get it out, and she's shaking her head and frustrated, because when you're blocking, it's so frustrating because you just want to speak, but you nothing's coming out. And then in the next slide, she's trying to tear the tape off, and you can see there with the red line she's still really frustrated. And with the next one, it says pull, she's trying to pull it off with her claws, and I tried to elongate the snout to look like she's really pulling at her face. And in the bottom left slide there, she finally gets the words out, and it's "can I eat you?" But the C with the "can" is really pronounced, because after you're done blocking, it can come out really blurted. So it's "can I eat you?" And also the U at the end is stammered as well, just to hammer home that it's also about stammering. And you find out that she's talking to a bird, and she finally gets the tape off. You can see it's hanging off of her chin and on her paws, and all the huff, puff and wheeze, because she'd been holding her breath and the tape was covering her mouth and she couldn't breathe while blocking. And then at the end, the last slide, she's so tired that she just plops down and the bird flies away unbothered and she's out of breath, trying to catch her breath. I thought it was a pretty decent representation of what it's like to block. Obviously, everyone's different. Some people don't block, some people do block, but in different ways. I try my best to represent it here, what it's like for me anyway. And yeah, I just had a really fun time making this comic, and I was really glad to be a part of the workshop, and I hope we can do it again soon, because it was just so much fun, and it was really nice seeing all the comics that everyone else came up with. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my comic.